Hello, StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. This is a game between Railgan and BadgirlRiri on Vaani Research Station. In the bottom side of the map, we have the red Terran player. It is BadgirlRiri. And in the top side of the map, we have the green Zerg player. It is Railgan. Alright, so as ZvT for you guys at the GM level, sent to me at falconpaladin@gmail.com. So let's go ahead and get right on into this thing. Should be a good one. The ones that are sent to me for the GM level are often very interesting and different in certain ways. I know you enjoy the pro ones, because everybody enjoys watching the pros, but I just feel like GM has a pretty high level of play, and you also see some interesting strategies the pros don't usually try out. Obviously, there are exceptions, right? Certain players do try interesting new things, like TLO is known for doing, but for the most part, it's kind of just do what works, and if you can do it faster and more effectively with better control than your opponent, you're likely going to win the game. And that's not bad. Like, I'm not saying that's a terrible experience, but I just feel like the differentness of GM makes it a lot more enjoyable to watch from time to time. So, do I have my Reaper list ready? I don't know that I do. Don't know that I do, so we'll see if that's going to be a Reaper. I'll grab it. I will grab it. Hatch here on the way for Railgun. Extractor, pool. Actually, pool first, it looks like. Pool, then hatch, then extractor possibly was the build at this point. Really talking about the Reaper list kind of slowed that down as far as my recognition was concerned. It is a Reaper. So that means Reaper list. Yes, that's how close it was. That is how close that Reaper list was. All right, so pulling up our Reaper list. This Reaper's name is... Dang it, where are you, Reaper name list? There you are. This is First the Reaper. The person who suggested that name said the lore basically writes itself. And you know what? You know what? You're right. You're right at this point. So this is First of the Reaper. He prided himself on always being the first to show up on YouTube videos and put his name at the top of the list so everybody knew that he was awesome. One day, everybody got so mad at him for doing this, even though it was harmless and even though it didn't cause anyone no harm, they got together, threw him in jail, put a Reaper suit on him and said, "Go. You must kill the Zerg swarm or we will execute you when you return." So First the Reaper is moving on out. He's got to kill at least 2 Zerglings and a drone in order to avoid his fate. If he does not, it's going to be bad news for him. Ling's showing up here. The problem with this too early Ling strategy is you can usually take down a command center or at least delay it if it's on the low ground here, but see where the expansion is on this map? Over here. It's very, very safe. You wall off one ramp and ta-da! You're ready to go. So here comes First. Oh, First almost. Where are you going, First? First almost went in there to get some stuff done. Decided instead to go home. Which I can't necessarily blame First for that, because there are queens out. Natural base was fairly unprotected for a while there. That's why you got to check, Terran players. At least get up there. If you're going to make a Reaper, go check each of the bases for Zerg, because sometimes that queen might be late. You could pick off a couple drones for free over there. It's not going to be enough to win the game, but slowing down the Zerg is definitely what you want to do here. So the Lings are trying to go camouflage. Oh, did it work? They went camouflage and First ran right past them without seeing them. That's amazing. Are you seriously not an attack move, bad girl? Seriously not an attack move? All right. I mean, it's fine, I guess. Oh, holy smokes. Second extractor coming up for Railgan. Actually, that's his 3rd overall and his 4th underway at the same time. So pretty gas heavy on this 2 base is Railgan, at least for an opener. Moving in, finally getting some stuff down. Kitty 8 charge and drone kill. Drone kill! No, Queen finishes him off though. Oh, First. Oh, First. You could have done it. Oh, you could have done it. You could have gotten these 2 Lings and killed that drone and been successful. But instead, you killed a drone, which is fine, but not enough. It's not enough. You are now hereby dead. I know what you're saying. You're saying Falcon, but he would have been dead anyway. No. Nope. No. If he had gotten those 2 Lings and that drone, he would have been alive to the end of this game and been spared. It's true. It is very true. Are these Lings still doing stuff? Ling's trying to poke up this ramp again. Not much to see. Just a barracks and a couple supply depots. And some Marines murdered them right in the face. Spire coming in for Railgun. 2 base. Spire. There's that 3rd base coming up now. So not exactly all 2 base, but still wants to go for that. Spire has the Speedlings, does have a Baneling Nest. No sign of a Baneling Nest coming up just yet. And here comes our 5-minute drop. 4 minutes and 45 seconds in for Bad Girl. So that's not bad. That is not bad timing. that build seems to be fairly potent if you know what you're doing, and it seems like BadgirlRiri does. So pushing on out to past the Zelnaga Watchtower, landing at the Zelnaga Watchtower, and Ling's accidentally scouting this. Railgan sees what's coming, sees the 2 medevacs, sees all of the Marines, and says, "Oh, right, I've seen this about 300 times in the last week. I know how to handle this. The answer is going to be Queens, the answer is going to be Lings, and then at somewhere during this attack, you want to go for a Baneling Nest. Maybe not right now, maybe not now, but at some point. Why did you..." Railgun just sent in a ton of Lings to that Zelnaga Watchtower and lost about 6 of them for reasons I don't fully understand. And I don't know why Badgirl's not moving out. The longer you allow the Zerg player to just kind of hang out and prepare for this attack, the more prepared he's going to be. 10 mutas in production for Railgan. Point taken, point example, point made. What am I trying to say? I don't know what I'm trying to say. Sometimes casting and coming up with words is a difficult thing to do. There's the Widow Mines. All right, so we're looking at the very, very standard Marine, Marauder, Widow Mine, what am I missing? Medevac composition that was so strong and so popular back in Heart of the Swarm that we saw it in pretty much 80% of the ZvTs ever played. That went away for a while. But somehow we're back in Ling Bling Muta, and I'm not sure what happened. I'm not sure if it's solely because the Banelings got their HP buff. If that's the case, then alright, that's fine, I suppose. But I really enjoyed the Roach Ravager stuff. I enjoyed seeing Lurkers mixed in as well, and did enjoy seeing like a Roach Ravager Corruptor type play. But either way, yeah, this group is dead. Yep, this group here of BadgirlRiri got surrounded by Lings. The Mutas have taken down the Medevacs. This one might survive. Nope, the boost ran out, and there's not much of her HP there, so she's dead. Should be able to evacuate, right? Evacuate your pilots. Don't fly over this Widow Mine. Don't fly over this Widow Mine. No way. That is the one difference, though. Back in Heart of the Swarm, there was not this indicator that showed when a Widow Mine was going to fire, so Widow Mines were a lot better, at least in that way, in ZvT especially. But now you can kind of see at least when they're going to hit, so they're not entirely cloaked anymore. It's just the initial response is a little bit different. So Badgirl moving up with more Marines, more Medevacs, more Widow Mines. We do have a Widow Mine burrowed back here behind this gold base, which is actually on Badgirl's side of the map. So I don't know why. I don't know why there's one right there, but another one here at the gold base on Railgun's side of the map. That one makes a lot of sense. Muta's still trying to kill stuff, but getting chased. Oh, Widow Mine fire! Maybe that's what Badgirl's doing, just throwing Widow Mines down at random points across the map, hoping to catch Lings and hoping to catch Mutas as they make their way around. 4th base under construction by Railgun. 3rd base up and happily running for BadgirlRiri in the traditional 3rd base location on this map. Infestation Pit coming up, and look at that. We do have muscular augments on the way for Railgun, so we're not entirely sticking on the Mutalisk, or I'm sorry, on the Marine, yeah, on the Lingling Muta thing. But there are Banelings coming up, Baneling speed on the way there. 12 Banelings in production right now, in fact. A little bit of a push here from Badgirl, heading up north, has Marines. Does have Widow Mines mixed in as well as some Medevacs. Where are we going? We're going to try to kill... There we go. Killing Queens. Killing Creep Tumors. Absolutely excellent push up here by Railgun, or by Riri. Banelings getting some hits on top of the Widow Mines. Taking a couple of those up, but a bunch of Banelings died as well. Pushing forward is Badgirl. Again, a lot of Banelings with speed on Creep. Doesn't want anything with that combination. Anything to do with that combination, and a double drop coming up with Marines and Marauders and Widow Mines coming up into Railgun's natural base. Inject, Railgun. You're missing up on your injects here. Meanwhile, winning the battle on the left side. Widow Mine firing on those Banes, but oh no, Marines and Marauders are here killing drones. Dude, killing the Hydralisk Den would be a nice job. Absolutely killing the Hydralisk Den. I'm just not sure if it's fast enough, as it turns out. Nope, not fast enough. It is completely still alive. Widow Mines are burrowing, and boosh! Killing a bunch of Lings anyway. It's pretty good. 3 kills and 2 kills, respectively. Dropping here inside the main, but guess what? There are Hydras. There are Banelings here. Dude, just run. Just run. You will die. No, Hydras! Hydras with the range. So scary. Gone. Hydra Queen combination. Too potent for those Medevacs. Absolute stomping there. A bit of, I mean, just not very effective from Badgirl so far. We're looking at 100 resources lost by the Terran, and about 33 lost for Zerg. So I mean, there is damage being done. I don't know if it's enough. stuff, as it turns out here. Do you not have overseers? You have one overseer, Railgan. Where is it? Here is this. Here it is. Here is the one overseer coming to kill this Widow Mine now, just on the edge of the creep outside of the 4th base of Railgan. Alright, so we have Hydras, we have Banelings, we have Mutalisks, we have Lings. So it's basically Ling Bling Muta with a Hydra, although there's a Lurker Den coming in right now, so we could see some Lurkers, which I am a huge fan of. I miss Lurkers ever since they didn't show up in StarCraft. Or StarCraft 2, right? Very scary indeed. Look at this bad girl pushing this composition back entirely. Picking off Hydras, trying to get back to the creep, trying to survive, and a 5th base on the way for Railgan, while a 4th base is already done for Bad Girl as a planetary fortress up along this left side. So both players are being allowed to macro fairly much whenever they want. I guess Bad Girl has done some damage, some attacks up, but Railgan hasn't really managed to do anything as far as delaying bases or killing armies that are on the other side of the map at all. So here comes Bad Girl, +1/+1 on those Marines. The Hydras have +1/+1 themselves, and the Banelings have +1 armor on themselves. So do we want... Widow Mines need to burrow at some point. They are going to burrow here, try to fire on something. There we go, one hit, taking out a few Banelings as Railgan's army retreats from that position. He's not a super fan of that. How are the Widow Mines doing? 5 kills! Woo! 5 kills on that Widow Mine. Pretty good stuff. Setting up on the edge of the creep once more. Here is Bad Girl. Are we going to morph these Hydras into Lurkers? Can't do it quite yet. Nice concave there from Railgan, though, but he's retreating in the face of the Widow Mines, in the face of the Marines with +2 attack. The 5th base is going to die. Railgan is conceding it at this point. Tanks here for Riri as well. So bringing some tanks into the mix. I can't say I disagree with that. +3 attack on the way right now from Bad Girl. 11.5 minutes. Upgrade timings have been very good. And indeed, another scan, another bunch of creep tumors dying, slowing down the expansion of that creep. It's exactly what you want to do. Banelings trying to fire, getting hit by Widow Mines instead. Kind of hitting the Marines, but not enough to kill them. Exactly. But oh crap, here come the Lurkers. 200 to 160 total supply. Banelings trying to wrap out in here. Beautiful splits out of Bad Girl. Lurkers need to set up a defensive position. There we go. There are the Lurkers spawning through a couple Marauders. Got a little bit too close. Widow Mines on the edge of this creep as it is starting to recede. Widow Mine shot. No, gets picked off just before it fires there. Overseer support. Very, very appreciated. Right about there. And coming back around to pick off these Widow Mines. Still getting some shots off. And that tank with 16 kills gets surrounded because he was abandoned and murdered. I love that. I love how it looks when Thors get all packed up and picked up by a medevac. Looks very, very neat neat indeed. Neat instead? What would I say neat instead there? I don't know. All right, so here comes the drop, moving into the natural base and landing the Thor with actually just +1 attack. This natural base might actually just fall right now. There's a lot of tech buildings here as well. But no, focusing on the workers, focusing on not dying at this point, getting out of the range of the Lurkers. And no, the Thor's left behind. Thor gets left behind to die. Not enough room. This medevac had rooms completely empty. That's a bummer. 5th base done for Bad Girl. Planetary Fortress on that one. 5th base on the way from a Railgun as well. So we've got Liberators now from Bad Girl. Tanks, Liberators, Marines, Marauders, Widow Mines, medevacs. Whew! A lot of stuff. A lot of stuff being chosen for that tech path for Bad Girl right now. Greater Spire on the way from our Zerg player. Lings trying to move in and just getting massacred because there were not enough of them. A mule getting tossed down for some reason. Great concave here by Bad Girl, trying to kill as many of these Lurkers as they possibly can. Hydras trying to save Lurkers because they cannot run. Who's going to win this battle? It looks like the Lurkers winning the day. Couple of Marauders, couple of tanks left over, but not much, not enough. As it turns out, Planetary Fortress is done, so Railgun can't necessarily push in here with just Hydra. Just Hydra. Does he have any Lurkers remaining? No, he has 5 remaining. He's lost 3 of them so far. Another attack up here, up along this right side, killing as many tumors as he can. Is Bad Girl. Does he have enough scan to do it? Nope, getting caught by a bunch of Hydras. Again, scary stuff. +2/+2 on those Hydralisks in small numbers. Pretty good against Bio, but Bad Girl's allowed to have a 5th base. We're looking at 5 base versus 5 base, which is generally pretty good for the Terran player. 3 Corruptors on the way for Railgan, getting +2 vehicle weapons. Is Bad Girl getting more and more Liberators in the sky as well. I mean, you almost need either Vikings or Ghosts to deal with those Broodlords, so we'll see if that works out or not. We'll have to see. All right, so Liberator has set up shop here at the 4th base by Railgan. Got some kills. What, 3? 3 kills. Then Corruptors came in and murdered it. Widowmines were allowed to burrow here, though. Do get a fire on a single Ling, and the other one got killed before it was able to fire at all. 6 base on the way for Railgan at the gold. Finally taking the gold. 6 bases in here. Another Widowmine drop here at the natural. Are you expecting Widowmine drops at this stage of the game? Probably not. I mean, like 1 kill each on those dudes? Yeah, 1 kill each on those dudes, but it does actually make Railgan deal with it. Possibly make Railgan deal with it. Does he care? Does he care about this natural base at all? I don't know. He's not really sending anyone to shut this down. Does he not even know that happened? He might not even be aware that happened. That's hilarious. That's pretty good. +3 ground carapace being researched by Railgan. That's pretty good upgrades for sure. Marines have +3/+3. Marauders have +3/+3. Lurker count a little scary, though. That is 8. That is 8 lurkers on the ground with +2 attack, doing 36 damage per swipe. Per swipe of those spines. Splash, mind you. Liberator setting up shop. Broodlords are here. Broodlords tossing down them broodlings. Does Riri know this is happening? I don't actually know. Marine drop at Railgan's 6 base. It is under assault as well. Widowmine's getting some more hits. That one has 4 now. That one's got 4, so that's pretty good stuff. But here comes the assault. Here comes the push by the Railgan. And they're changing their mind. Instead, going after this drop that took out their 6th base. Sadly for them. Ah, the Lurker does take down the Widowmines. That's pretty good stuff. Pretty good split here on these Marine drops here in the natural base, trying to kill the Lurker that killed their Widowmine, and they get it. And they get it. But unfortunately, their medevac and their ride home gets completely murdered as well, and then Lings come to try and clean them up. Despite the upgrades, actually, you know what? By clean up, I mean they're still alive. No, until the Hydra came out. Yikes. That Hydra just picked up 2 kills immediately upon birth, and might get credit for a 3rd here. Yes. Gets credit for the 3rd, and an attack up along this left side from Riri. The action never stops. Not in this game. High Sec auto tracking on the way from Bad Girl. Building armor coming up as well. A Viking count is beginning to increase. Recognizing the threat of those Broodlords is BadgirlRiri. Widowmine fire there. Woo! Greatly done. High ground advantage here from Bad Girl, attacking at this gold base along the left side, trying to get rid of these Corruptors as well. And doing pretty well, I would say. Not even really putting his tanks into siege mode, which I feel like is maybe a bit of a mistake. Although it is harder to escape with them once they are in siege mode. So 5th base happily mining for Bad Girl. 6th base being replanted by Railgan with a Spine Crawler for defense as well. And just a bit of a breather. Just a bit of a breather for these players. We'll take a look at resources lost. 16,000, 17,000 lost for the Terran player, and about 22,000 lost for the Zerg. So again, a lot of dead Zerg stuff, but that's exactly how you need to play this thing, is you need to do some stuff. Remax, come back in. Baneling's getting target fired down. Broodlord's in the sky, but way more Vikings than Broodlords, like 2 to 1. Hydralisks getting murdered at the same time. Tanks, are they available? Yes, tanks are splashing down. All that's left are a couple Hydralisks and these Lurkers on the ground. Marauders trying to come up and deal with these things, getting absolutely destroyed, though. Wow! Thor gets killed trying to set up defender mode circles to get rid of the Lurkers, but they're a little bit too fast for most of that. Maybe attacking directly into those Lurkers was not a great idea. BadgirlRiri, it turns out. Maybe don't want to do that. Lurkers do outrange planetary fortresses, which is bad news. Bad news bears if you're BadgirlRiri. Vikings trying to take out these Broodlords in the sky. Don't know if there are enough Hydras to stop this from happening. Transfuses by the Queen's going to help. Going to help just a little bit there. Bad Girl desperately trying to hang on to this 5th base, while the 4th base is under assault as well by this group of Hydralisks and Broodlords. Coming on in, trying to defend both of these is Riri. It's not a situation you want to be in as a Terran player. And actually, the Viking Cloud able to evaporate a couple of those Broodlords pretty quickly. And how many are left is the question. No Broodlords remaining for Railgan, so that he's going to have to do this without those from now on. The Lurkers have been pretty good, though, so maybe all he really needs is the Lurker. Ugh. So Ling Hydra Queen is the composition for Railgun right now. Baneling, I apologize. There are Banelings coming in, 11 of them to be exact. More Lurkers morphing in, 3 morphing in. He's got 4 in the field for a total of 7. Does he have +3 ground armor? But no sign of going for that +3 missile attack. Ultralisk Cavern coming on the way for Railgun, right in the middle of nowhere. Like, pretty much the same distance from the natural, or the 3rd base as the 4th base, which is weird. Or 5th base, rather, which is weird. 6th base happily mining. Railgun has needed that for a while. He's very happy to get it. It's 69 to 79 Harvesters. Railgun probably doesn't want to get any more than 79. Start really hurting your army potential size at that point. So here we go. +3, +1 on those Banelings and those Lings. It is a landed Viking Does he not? You know what would be really useful, I think, for Riri is a Raven. I really think that would be nice for BadgirlRiri, but choosing not to do that. Maxed out versus 159 supply army out of Railgan. Great concave here, trying to get those lurkers burrowed right on in. Banelings not getting many hits at all, but are there enough hiders and lurkers to do this? I don't know. A lot of dead lurkers in the ground right now. Another one dead, trying to run away above the ground. And Riri's up a 188 to 135 total supply, pushing in to this 5th base of Railgan. Full retreat! Full retreat of drones coming on in here as well. Down to 66 harvesters. 69 is how many Badgirl has. 5th base is gone. Holy upgrades really coming into play right now, I feel like. +3/+3 Marines and Marauders. Excellent stuff. Pulling off the creep. No, Badgirl. I guess he's trying to kill... Badgirl's probably trying to kill this 6th base, which, again, super fantastic plan. Chitinous plating coming on up. Can Railgan get ultras out in time to stop this from happening? Because I don't think this Ling Hydra composition is going to be enough. 6th base possibly just going to die right now. Some people are still hitting it. Vikings hitting, especially drones trying to fight for their lives. Can they? I mean, not fight for their lives. Run for their lives. 6th base explodes. 6th base is gone. An SCV attack by Badgirl up here at Railgan's 4th base. This is hilarious. Attack drones. Attack drones, you guys. Get in there. An ultra pops out. Do not attack the ultra. Do not. Okay, ultra attacks them instead. So we're looking at 6 bases for Riri to 4 bases for the Railgan. 6 base at the gold for Riri, as is tradition. And this ultra popped out and immediately has 11 kills. That's a nice way to start your day if you're an Ultralisk. I just don't know if that's going to be enough. Maxed out versus 135. There are ultras here. Again, their attack upgrades are not that good, and they die so quickly. Even, do they have the 7 armor? They have the 5 armor. Almost F7, but not quite, and they're dead before they get it. Hydralisk getting destroyed, and that is it. A good game. Good game out of Railgan. Railgan is defeated, and BadgirlRiri is victorious. Dang, that was nice. I thought for sure the Terran player had this one. Man, absolutely incredible play there by Riri. Just what a great composition. Look at this. You got Thors, you got Ultras, Thors, you got Thors, you have Marauders, you have Marines, you've got landed Vikings, you have Medivacs overhead, you had a lot of Widowmines. A lot of Widowmines in this game. Lost 32 of them, had 5 at the end, so almost 40. This Chitinous plating upgrade, I'm not sure how much of a difference it would have actually made, but I'm sure Railgan would have felt better to have it in the end regardless. So, whoosh, good one. Good game from these players. Nice job to the Terran getting the win in a situation that I thought was possibly unwinnable. But you know what? Riri was able to get up that 4th base. Didn't really have it threaten the 5th base. Didn't really have it threaten in the 6th base. Never got touched. Never got touched. I mean, his SCV count loss is 15, but I'm pretty sure most of that was sending the SCVs up to this 4th base to die, so we could free up supply for other stuff. I mean, that was it. That's all it was. And again, the upgrades, +3/+3, the Marines and the Marauders, +2 air weapons and ground weapons as well. Is that actually just +3 ground, right? Or +2 ground? Yeah. Just good one. All right, so that's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit the subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.